Find the measure of arc BC given the measure of angle COB. Hello everyone, welcome to my vlog. Actually, this is the second video about circle. And if you have not watched our first video and that is all about terms related to circle, please do watch because the terms there are very important in our discussion in this video. But if you already know, then you can proceed. But if not, see the link in the description below. Okay? And another thing, please like this video, subscribe if you are new in this channel, and hit the notification bell so you will get notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Okay? So now let's go back to our task, and that is finding the measure of arc BC given the measure of angle COB. So now my question, how are we going to do that? First, we have to know what is angle COB and also what is arc BC. If you try to recall in our first video about related terms to circle, angle BOC is what? Where is its vertex? It is in the center. Therefore, it is called central angle. Okay? Central angle. Okay. And arc BC is actually a minor arc. Why minor arc? Because it is smaller than a semicircle. Okay? When we say semicircle, that is half of a circle. But how is arc BC related to angle BOC? As you can see, the color red here, part of the circle, it's the arc BC. And this one is the angle BOC or COB. No, the central angle BOC. So how are they related? Arc BC is actually called an intercepted arc. Intercepted arc of angle BOC. No, how do you know that it is an intercepted arc? No, if you try to imagine or if you have played Pac-Man, no, this circle looks like Pac-Man. This is the like the mouth of Pac-Man, no, in a video game. And where is the arc? It is eaten by the mouth of angle BOC of Pac-Man. So if an arc is in the mouth of the angle, it is called the intercepted arc. Okay. So from the given, we know that the measure of angle COB is equals to 108 degrees. And the measure of arc BC is unknown. And that's what we are going to look for. By the way, the letter M here stands for measure. The word measure, no, the small letter M. So we would read it as measure of angle COB is equals to 108 degrees. And measure of arc BC is equals to unknown. Okay, so now let's go back. So how are we going to look for arc BC knowing that this arc is an intercepted arc of angle BOC? So I have here some examples for you to guide on how to get the measure of the intercepted arc, no, given the central angle. Okay, so I have here 3 examples. Okay, so in example number 1, we have what is the central angle. Okay, very good. Our central angle is angle CAB. How about its intercepted arc? Okay, very good. Its intercepted arc is arc CB, right? This one, CB. And then our angle is CAB or angle BAC, no? So what is our measure for angle CAB? Our measure there, as you can see, this one, that's 124, right? 124 degrees. How about arc BC? That's also 124 degrees. Okay, now let's go to example number 2. What is our central angle? Okay, our central angle is angle AQB, right? This one, AQB, which the measure is equals to 60 degrees. How about its intercepted arc? The arc which is eaten by the mouth of Pac-Man, right? For us to remember, that is arc AB. Okay, very good. And what is the measure of arc AB? Okay, 60 degrees. Now let's go to example number 3, which is our central angle. Angle CAB, right? And the measure of that angle, of this angle, is here. It's letter D, it's not letter B. Sorry. Okay, it's letter D. And the measure is 125.42 degrees. How about the measure of our arc? Intercepted arc. The intercepted arc is arc CD. This one, CD. And the measure is 125.42. Okay, so from the given examples, what have you noticed to the measure of our central angles here and the measures of our intercepted arcs? Okay, very good. The measure of our central angle is equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. Correct? Yes, correct. So, can you now answer our task? Now let's go back. Find the measure of arc BC given the measure of angle COB. So our angle COB is equals to 108 degrees. Then what is now our measure for arc BC? It is, very good, 108 degrees. Why do you think? Because the measure of central angle is equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. Okay, don't forget that. So this one is equals to 108 degrees. So if arc BC, the minor r, is 108 degrees, supposing we are going to have point D here, and since we have BC here, measures 108, and we have other arcs here, that is an arc BDC. What do you think is the measure of arc BDC? If arc BC is 108, what is the measure of arc BDC? That is 252 degrees. Why? Because the entire circle measures 360. And since we have already 108 in this portion, and BDC and BC, if you try to connect them, they form an entire circle. So meaning, you have to subtract. The entire circle is 360, and then the 108 is a measure of BC. So our BDC is, you subtract, that is 252 degrees, okay? And if you add 252, the measure here, and 108, it is equals to 360 degrees, okay? So I hope you learned something about the relationship of central angle to its intercepted arc. This is JasonBehm, and wishing you all the best in mathematics. Love lots, bye-bye.